every day and night.
Hello, welcome to another episode of Constitutionalist Podcast. I am your host, Joseph M. Leonard. That's Leonard. It looks French. It's not. It's Leonard without an O. Thank you for tuning in. As Graham Norton used to say on his show, let's get on with the show. Joining me today is Kern Carter, and in his Podmatch bio, I make no bones about I use Podmatch as a service where guests find hosts and hosts find guests. You can check it out at tinyurl.com/join Podmatch. Don't have to sign up. You could just check it out if you like. Where he said he's dreamed of wordsmithing since age 8, to which I responded, I too was transfixed and fascinated with engaging in writing at an early age, but it didn't happen till 2022, an old dude, that I finally became internationally published. So he accomplished it a lot quicker and sooner than I did. Welcome to the show, Kern. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me.
I'm happy that you're here. It's a Christian show, so I like to joke. The obvious proverbial, right? Proverbs, Christian, the proverbial first question, and what is the genesis of your story? Where were you born? Where were you raised? Where, significant places you've been into in between. Where are you now? That sort of thing. Let's start with that.
Yeah, I was actually born in Trinidad. And then I came over to Toronto when I was 6 years old. So I was raised in Toronto. I pretty much spent the rest of my life there. I did, though, go to university in upstate New York. So I went to university at a school called St. Bonaventure. So I was there for a few years as well. So I've been around a little bit, but Toronto's definitely home.
Oh, well, oh boy. Ontario and New York. I don't know. I would think you'd just want to go back to Trinidad after that. But yeah. These are jokes, people. These are jokes. Lighten up. These are jokes. Uh-oh. Kern appears. Oh, all right. You were froze there for a second, but I think we're good. So, indeed, since you were 8, early age, you like me. Yeah, my dad was a musician, so I dabbled in writing and recording music as well as writing stories. So I come from a creative family. What do you attribute your desire to want to write to?
Luck. Honestly, I don't know. I didn't come from a creative family. My mom played a sport called netball growing up, and so did my aunt. So I watched them play those sports. But no,
she played nutball, and you're just a nut job.
Yeah.
These are jokes, people. It's a
You
joke.
got it.
For the benefit of the transcript, he's laughing. These are jokes. Let's lighten up. Anyway, go on. My audience knows I cannot pass on the lame pun, teasing jokes, interjections. But yeah,
we're good. This is golden. But yeah, no, I don't know. I'm not sure. I think it's just, you're born with whatever that thing is, and I was born with whatever that thing was, and it turned out to be right.
They make drugs for that now. You could get cured.
I know. They should have had it back in the 80s.
Again, jokes, people, jokes. So yeah, thankfully God gave you a creative gene.
Yeah. That's exactly it. And I've been thankful ever since. And where I'll give myself credit is that I just stuck to it. I just pursued it. I didn't give up on that actual dream. And, I tell people all the time, I feel very fortunate that, like, whatever God put in me, that I was able to just, like, nurture that gift for my entire life and get to where I'm at right now. So, not everyone knows what they want to do when they're young and actually pursues that dream throughout their entire adulthood. And I've been fortunate enough to be able to do that.
Yes. And as you said, it's like anything. You can be born with a talent, uh, but everything takes encouragement and
Yeah.
practice to nurture the skills. Yes.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And I had a lot of encouragement. My mom was very supportive. The people around me just like they recognize my talent as well and were like super supportive. Like I have incredible friends who just like, gas me up a little bit and really encourage me to make sure that I kept going. And yeah, I mean that support is especially when you're a writer and probably any creative endeavor, but as a writer especially, you need a lot of support because there's a lot of rejection, there's a lot of emotional kind of strain. There's just a lot. There's a lot of there are a lot of obstacles, a lot of adversity you have to go through. So it's one of those careers where like if you want it, you really have to want it. You can't want anything else. You know what I mean? So because if you want something else, you're better off just doing that other thing because this is extremely hard.
Yeah, there's a lot of competition. I've written how to write a book and get it published,
Mm,
nurturing and mentoring and encouraging others that feel they have a story in them to be able to pull it from them and help them get it out. But thousands of new books every week. It is fierce competition out there. So you have to, and I go into in that book, understand not just writing, but marketing and promotion, like you're doing here. You're
mm,
appearing on a podcast to talk about it and promote it and help sell books. Otherwise, as you said, move on. If you're expecting to just, oh, I'll throw something out there and I'm going to be the next J.K. Rowling or Stephen King and a millionaire, you've got the wrong motivation. I
absolutely.
hope you can be the next millionaire writer, but chances are, if you can make a living at it, eke out a good living at it, then you're ahead of a whole lot of other
You're
people.
still you're still a whole lot ahead of most like 95.7% of everybody, like that. To even be able to make to get a royalty check in publishing is a wild, wild accomplishment. So if you're able to get a few royalty checks, you should feel proud. But yeah, again, it's being a novelist, being an author is just like it's one of those things. Like timing matters, the publisher you're with matters, what where culture is at the moment matters. There are so many things that are out of your control that it makes it really difficult for you to predict anything with a career with any kind of accuracy. So
Yeah.
persistence, patience, timing, making sure you have other hobbies that are keeping you occupied. So like everything is not riding on being an author. I think
We
those things are
or you
important.
it will induce writer's block. Yes, if you're sitting down and expecting to be able to hammer something out between 9 to 5 every day, you're going to go insane. You're going to have a lot of writer's block. Uh, but I want to go back again. The audience knows I can't help but joke. You had mentioned your friends. Oh, how great and wonderful they are. Well, that's nice of you to say that about them, but I'm sure you have a few friends that are assholes. Let's talk about them.
I, you know what? I got lucky. I don't like they're none of my friends have ever doubted me. If anything, it's the opposite. They've been like they're probably shocked it's taken me this long before like my career has taken off. You know what I mean? Like they have been ultimately the most supportive and like
Yeah.
yeah they buy
Well,
all my books, they come to my book launches, they share my stories, they read my newsletters. Like I don't really have that situation with my friends. They're good. I
yeah,
got lucky.
that's good. Well, you are up in Canuckastanian land, so I mean, right? Sorry, you're all so polite and friendly up there. I'm in Detroit. right across the river from Windsor. I used to vacation over in Canada a lot. So, yeah, I've got a lot of Canadian friends and know the people. And indeed, they are
This is
bend
true.
over backwards polite up there to the degree of it being a fault and irritating at times. Your reaction to
I,
that?
we, I mean, we are nice to a fault at times. We do have that reputation for sure. But I think also too, like we've shown when we need to be prideful and when we need to step up, we can also kind of step up and you know get what we want. And so like I feel like I have a little bit of that in me as well. Just like I
Yeah.
do for me, like yes, it's been
And unless you're a Canadian Olympic hockey team.
yeah, yeah.
In your face. Yeah. All in good fun, people. All in good fun.
You couldn't
Please.
help that one. You couldn't
No,
help
I
that one.
couldn't
You couldn't help
resist.
that
Yeah.
one. Yeah,
It's
that
just good natured ribbing. In fact, on Suno AI music systems, Max Scherzer, a former Detroit Tigers pitcher who went to Washington for a while, re-signed with Toronto Blue Jays. So I created a Maxine Scherzer diss track, and I'm trying to get a fun back and forth going, right? Just in fun. It's a mock diss track calling him Maxine Scherzer. You know, it's tongue in cheek, just meant to be some fun, right? So I'm waiting for a Canuckistanian lander to respond with a Tigers diss track, and
yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah. No, you got
In
it. You got
fact,
it.
in fact, at the end of this episode, I'm going to write my note, Max diss track. So I'm going to tack that on the end of this episode. Listen, people, things are so serious, we have to lighten up and have a sense of humor, yes?
Absolutely. Lightness is needed right now.
Yeah, there's so much darkness, so much anger and hate and resentment and all those negative emotions. We need more positivity. My entire life and living series of books, in fact, I'll include that too. Life Song. Books is about that, right? We need to be the light, right? We need to sow good. We need to share goodness, acts of random kindness towards others, fun and light and good, because there's so much darkness in this fallen world. Yes.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think you know, you making jokes, us writing books, us having this conversation, like this is all part of it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like you're up in Canada, so I quote often Rush, not
Mm,
Limbaugh, the talk show guy, the Canadian rock trio. Free will. We are all given free will. If you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice. Not
right.
from the Bible, but very biblical. Shall be known by your fruits. If you don't sow good, you allow others make choices for you. You are complicit in the evil you allow. You are complicit and at fault, at least in part, for the rotten fruit we're all trying to choke down because you didn't sow good fruit. Yes?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's accountability, you know, and we're living in this world. You know, we're living in a world that we shape. We're living with the people who we decide to live with. We're living with the leaders who we voted for. So there's
Well, unfortunately, we get stuck with some we don't vote for too, though, at times. But yeah,
yeah,
that's a
yeah, yeah.
whole other thing. I'm not talking about any
No, we're not getting
immediate
into that. Yeah.
administration. We're not talking politics today. Just a general broad statement.
Broad
Apply it as you
statement.
like.
Broad
Yeah.
statement.
uh, anyway, let's talk what is, uh, it's like being a parent. You don't ask a parent, oh, which is your favorite child? No, I'm not going to do that to you. What's your favorite book you've written? No. What is the latest book you have published out there?
In 2024, I had two books published, and then there was Us, and then a middle grade book I published with Scholastic called Is There a Boy Like Me? Those are my two latest, but I have a couple. I think I have two coming out this year as well. So we'll see.
Would those be children or young adults?
No, regular adult book, and then one is a follow-up to the Scholastic book. So that one will be a middle grade book as well.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Every life is a story. Some just end too soon. Ryan's life unfolds through words on paper, dreams of youth, love discovered, and the challenges of growing up. He found purpose in love, joy in family, and meaning in every small moment. But even the strongest hearts can break, and sometimes life takes unexpected turns. Through laughter and loss, Ryan leaves behind something greater than memories, a lasting legacy. A short story, A Lasting Legacy, by Joseph M. Leonard. A moving reflection on life, love, and the stories we leave behind. Available on Amazon in ebook, paperback, and hardcover editions. By Joseph M. Leonard.
Okay, so it could be considered young adult genre.
The Scholastic one is like there are young adults who read it. Like I've met some high school students who enjoyed the book as well. So yeah, I would say that.
I think we're kind of similar in that I too try to write in a way that it's a more broader age range, so young adults can read it and enjoy aspects, and older people can, but get off my lawn. Oh, these young kids don't know nothing, can also get something out of it, right? Try to bring the generations together.
I'm with you.
Stuff.
I'm with you. We all need to be reading stuff. So, hey.
And what was your first book?
The first book I ever published was a book I self-published, an autofiction novel or novella titled Thoughts of a Fractured Soul.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was back in 2014. So that was the first book I wrote. It took me about 6 years to write that book, just wrapping my head around how to actually be an author, about like how to actually craft the book the way I wanted to craft the book, and just learning. Like it took me a long time just to learn, even though, like I said, I knew I wanted to be an author for a long time. I went to school studying English literature. I took all the right courses. It's just writing a novel is extremely technical, and I didn't feel technically equipped when I was writing my first book. So it took me a while to kind of wrap my head around that, and then also like life stuff as well, But once that one was out, it was just like everything from then on has been like, let's go, like a book every 2 years after that.
Yeah, but that life stuff, of course, is fodder for the books. So,
oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm glad you mentioned novella. For those viewing on the behind the scenes 5 video platforms, sneak peek video, as opposed to the 25 plus audio only channels, or might be reading in the transcript, you saw me reaching for a note. Since you mentioned novella, I want to make the official outline of what a short story, typically under 7,500 words, 36,500 characters, which translates roughly to about 30 pages or less. A novelette, which I have a few of those, ranges from 7,500 to 17,000 words. 30 to 68 pages. A novella that you mentioned, generally 17,500 to 40,000 words, or about 70 to 160 pages. These are general accepted norms in the industry, but your mileage may vary, as they say, right? A novel that I say considered to be 40,000 words or more. And I dare say, I created a term. I like making up my own words and terms. I invented the novel-ext. Novel
Novel X?
EXT. To
Okay.
me, a novel should have a more defined page range. There's a big difference between a 300-page novel and War and Peace. To me,
Absolutely.
War and Peace should be a novel X category, and it's
Ah,
extended novel. Anything
got
over
you.
450 pages to me should be a novel
Got you.
extended novel, right? That because today's Twitter,
300 pages is
yeah,
different from 600 pages, 700
yes,
pages. You're right. That's
yes.
fair. It's a full other book.
Exactly. So to me, I'm trying to get accepted as a new norm, that new category. Because indeed, today's Twitter attention span, especially, everybody wants short. That's where a novella or a novelette, why I'm writing novelettes as opposed to novels now, people want shorter, plus the expense. Books cost money. People
Yeah,
need food. They don't need a book. So we need to
I'm
work
with
to
you.
keep the cost down. Yes.
I'm going to start using the word novel X. I'm gonna try to
Right.
get it
Thanks.
going for you. I'm gonna try to get it
Uh,
going for you. I'll make sure to give you the credit, Joseph, but I'm gonna try to get it
yeah.
going for you.
Just remember where you heard it first. Yeah. Proper accreditation and attribution, please. Thank
I
you.
got
But
you. I
yeah,
got you.
I welcome the help in trying to get the publishing world to recognize that. Exactly. Because traditional publishers are usually set in their ways. Well, I've had the argument with my publisher with my Terror Strikes Coming Soon to a City Near You novel that came out through Illumify Media / McHenry Press. You know, I wanted a different cover. We settled on this one. I wanted a few things. You got to pick your battles, right?
You
But
gotta pick your battles.
publishers are, but this is the way we've always done it. Yeah, this is the internet age, though. This isn't Shakespearean times. This isn't Hemingway's times.
Yeah, I
These are
know.
different times. In fact,
Yeah.
I've got a constitutionalist video exclusive where I joke, I'm not Shakespeare. That's not a diss to Shakespeare. I love Shakespeare. I quote Shakespeare and Longfellow and others in my books, but these are internet times. In my books, I put bonus material, online links to the internet. So it's like a DVD director's cut. You get right? You've got to offer,
Ah,
and you can borrow that too.
I
Start doing
like
that,
that. I
right?
like that.
We have to offer more for people's money nowadays.
Yeah, yeah.
So
The
that
value
may
has
have,
to be insane because they're paying $10 for infinite amounts of music or infinite amounts of film or infinite amount of TV. So we got to give them something for the $30, $40 we're charging, right?
absolutely. Yeah. And you're in Canuckistan land. So yeah, the costs are, woo,
Yeah,
even worse than here in the US. But yeah, so my novelettes I wrote so I could get them out around $12 US as
yeah,
opposed to my novel, which is $20 US. And
yeah,
I'm also writing some short story Kindle exclusives that I could put up for 99 cents,
yeah.
trying to be kinder to people's budgets
I'm
with
with you.
bonus material. Go online and get more for your money. So
Yeah,
they please, by all means, borrow that and help spread that, right?
I'm with
Publishers,
you.
wake up. This is new times.
Yeah, I mean, publishing is a typically kind of slow industry anyway, so I think it'll be a while before anything shifts over there. Plus, I mean, it's still a healthy industry overall, so I feel like they feel, hey, if it ain't broke, right?
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no real incentive to change things because they're making money doing it the way they've always done it. So
Yeah. That could
I,
change very quickly though. Like
yeah,
you can look at music. Music was great until it wasn't, right? It happened real fast, like in a couple of years fast.
yeah, and it's changed again overnight. As I said, my Maxine Scherzer disc track and my Life and Living series of books theme song, which I will tack on both at the end of this episode, SUNY AI music system.
Mm,
I describe what I want. It spits out some lyrics. I refine the lyrics. It makes the song. I used to
yeah.
write and record music. It used to take 10 hours to write a song and 10 days to record it. Now you do it all in
Right.
10 minutes
Yeah.
online, right? So, yeah, it's all changed. Self-publishing has changed the publishing. But I want to talk to you now specifically about writing.
Okay.
Because I had one person in a review talk about run-on sentences. Well, like beauty, that's in the eye of the beholder. The AP, the Chicago, the Oxford Writing Style Guides do not define a run-on sentence as 12 words or more or whatever. It's in the eye of the beholder. And sometimes, I don't know if you believe this or not, I'll get your reaction. Sometimes it calls for a long sentence with a bunch of commas and some semicolons because it fits the character and the situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Totally agree. I think it's important to learn all the rules, but then like figure out how to bend and twist them and break them at your leisure, you know, and at the as long as it's for the betterment of the actual story and the actual plot or the actual character arc or whatever, as long as it's like for you're doing it with intention and not just doing it to show off that you can write, then I do the most run-on sentences and so I start sentences with and I start like it's all these things that are supposed to be, you know, publishing,
Taboo, yeah.
taboo. Like, nah,
Yeah.
I just do it because again, it makes sense for the story, it makes sense for the character.
And English is not what it was during
Yes.
Shakespeare.
Yes.
I write in American English, not Oxford English, not the King's Speech. That's
It's true.
these are different times.
That is so true.
So, yeah. So indeed, different things for different times. But yeah, that's. Oh, I remember now where I was going to go. Reviews at times drive me crazy too. If you're going to get hung up on the grammar, well, there should have that's a run-on sentence. It should be broken into. I don't care.
Yeah.
Sorry, not sorry. I don't care about your technical grammar review. Did you get the point of the damn story
Yeah.
or not? That's what matters. Yes?
Yeah. Tell me if you liked the story, if you understood the story, if there was something about the story that was interesting, something about the characters you didn't like or like. Yeah. I would rather you not write a 250 word review about me not including a comma.
And starting a sentence with and
Yeah.
yeah, I don't care. Shut up. I'm sorry for those that left reviews like that, but shut up. I don't care. You don't like my writing? Read somebody else. Go read Shakespeare again. I'm not writing Shakespeare.
I'm with you.
Oh, anyway, time has flown. Thank you. I didn't say your name enough, Kern Carter, for coming on. Do you have a website for people to find you?
Yeah, just go to kerncarter.com. If you go to kerncarter.com, you'll find everything you need to know about me.
All right, that sounds good. Thank you so much, Kern Carter, for coming on. It was great. You're a good, fun-loving guy like me. That's great. We had some fun. stuff is too serious. I don't want my
love
Saturday monologues are often very serious stuff. So guest appearances, I like to be more lighthearted. And thank you for being part of this episode.
I appreciate it. This was a good time.
Announcing Constitutionalist Podcast Gear, CTP Gear, or CTP Wear if you prefer. Headgear, like hats. Torso gear, apparel. Drink gear, mugs and glasses, and the sort. So, subscribe to CTP at tinyurl.com/subscribe to CTP. Get your CTP gear via tinyurl.com/CTP gear. And of course, get your Joseph M. Leonard Media manuscripts via josephmleonard.us/shop. And again, that's Leonard without an O. josephmlenard.us/shop.
Life can be like an amusement ride, but not always amusing. Roller coasters, the life kind. Now available on Amazon.
Look, I know this is difficult, but you have to listen to me.
How can you ask me to be calm right now? This is too much.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Joseph M. Leonard, host of Constitutionals, taking a brief moment to thank myarchic.com. Together we share the Christian and family value of honoring family. myarchic.com helps you do that. Preserving family memories online also, therefore, can be shared online. Think of myArchic like a Noah's Ark for images, audio, video, preserving, honoring your family. Thank you again to the folks over at myarchic.com.
Life is complicated. Living is hard at times. We are complex creatures, and let's face it, human nature isn't always nice. Complicated? Life sure is. It's the reality of humanity, of life, and of living. Sometimes we are up. Sometimes we are down. Join Franklin as he navigates the chaos and tries to stay positive. Complicated. Get your copy now on Amazon, available in ebook, hardcover, and paperback.
Life isn't a straight line. It twists, it soars, it drops without warning. But it's in those heart-pounding moments, the climbs and the falls, that we discover who we truly are. Roller Coasters, The Life Kind, a book by Joseph M. Leonard, available now on Amazon.
In the Book of Kennedy, Project Carpe Diem, a young woman stands alone at sunrise by the ocean. Her hair moves with the wind. Faint superimposed text. Was life just a collection of mediocre days with a few random happy times? Flashbacks. A girl laughing as a child, then crying as a teenager, pondering about her future. Lighting shifts from golden to shadowed. Slow motion. She walks through crowds, offering a soft smile to a stranger. In the Book of Kennedy, Project Carpe Diem, available now on Amazon in ebook, paperback, and hardcover editions. Welcome to Constitutionalist Politics 4, the latest chapter in the CTP journey. Yes, it's come fast on the heels of CTP 3, but this time there's a reason. The world hasn't slowed down, and neither have I. So much has happened since CTP 3, I couldn't wait until 2026. The conversations, the challenges, the turning points, they demanded a response now. Drawn from countless posts, articles, podcast episodes, and exclusive videos, CTP4 brings it all together. Compact, sharp, and powerful. 10 chapters of insight you can dive into today. Shorter by design, packed with meaning, and offered at a special low cost. Because truth and perspective shouldn't wait. Constitutionalist Politics 4, available now on Amazon Kindle ebook. Exclusive.
because you have to, because you should.
Joseph Leonard, stand up for what is right. Loves God and shares his message every day and night. Believes in freedom and making his voice heard. Shared his message over all the earth. God loves you, Joseph, for all you do. Stand strong and God bless you.
Like and subscribe to Constitutionalist Politics Podcast and share episodes. We need your help. Thank you for having tuned into another Constitutionalist Podcast show. I really appreciate that you stopped by. Again, please like, share, subscribe. We need you to help spread the Constitutionalist movement. Thank you again. Take care. God bless. Love you all.
Joseph Leonard, stand up for what is right. Loves God and shares his message every day and night. Believes in freedom and making his voice heard. Shared his message over all the earth.